Sports Booster Club presents Prairie Grove Tiger Basketball, featuring the defending state champion Lady Tigers. The All Sports Booster Club supports all athletic programs at Prairie Grove, and they ask that you visit the official Prairie Grove Tiger website at www.pgtigersonline.com for all your Tiger sports information. This webcast made possible by the kind and generous donations of the Prairie Grove Telephone Company, PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. And now, welcome to Tiger Basketball.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Summit Arena in Hot Springs, Arkansas, where today we'll play the final game of the year in 4A girls basketball between the Lady Tigers and the Lady Shiloh Saints. Derek, trying to repeat.
Trying to repeat. And Shiloh's trying to win their second in 3 years. Yeah.
Both teams are tied at 2-2 this year. They beat us at their place. We beat them at our place. Went to the district finals. We had a depleted team with, let's see, what was it? Justine had a concussion, and Lum Sargis had the flu, and Kendra went down in the first quarter with a knee, and so we weren't full strength. So Shiloh won that one. We came back the next week full strength, met them in the regional finals, won by 20.
Yeah.
And that put us in as the first seed last week in the state tournament at Heber Springs, and the reward for winning that regional tournament was facing Star City in the semifinals, and I don't think anybody in this state except our girls and maybe our fans and our coach felt like we had a chance against Star City. In fact, I went out and looked at some of the message boards, and they were talking about how Star City might be one of the best teams in Arkansas ever as far as girls go, and the Lady Tigers just took control of the game really down the stretch, did what they do, and won the ball game.
After that first quarter of that game, I don't know if even you and I thought we had a chance the way that game started out.
That's right, I'll tell you.
That was a resilient effort by our girls.
Well, we were sitting here talking. I know Prairie Grove today, the students brought 2 charter buses down. My wife, the secretary at the high school, I know she sold like 80 seats on the buses, and
awesome.
And you can see we've got quite a good student section at the end, and we got a great fan base here. I'll tell you, we've got a lot of people here, and we've already won one battle, and that's the fan battle.
Yes.
We've won that battle today. Our girls are out practicing. We're talking about how's our team. Everybody seems to be healthy. We know that Kendra Coyle went down last week with an ankle injury against Dumas in our first game of the state tournament, and came back and was able to play and get 21 points against Star City, but was hobbled to a point where I thought, is she going to make it through this game?
Yeah.
She did, and I think she really protected her foot this week in a boot, took care of it, did treatment, and she seems to be moving a whole lot better out here today.
She does. She scored those 21 points Saturday in the first 3 quarters. She didn't score in the fourth quarter, but yeah, you're right. She was hobbled that whole game. You could just tell she was in a lot of pain, but she gutted it out.
Well, Coach Froud in his, I guess we'll call it patented yellow coat, he patented that last year with the win here in the state tournament. And interestingly enough, we're on the same bench we were on last year.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
He's wearing the same coat, so I bet if you were to go to him and have him take the coat off, he wouldn't do it because that would change something up from last year. Well, the clock shows about 3:57 before the game starts, and
looks like they're going to do the national anthem, I think.
I think we've got a color guard. Here they come in. So,
okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a color guard coming in. When they come in, we're going to pause and let you watch that and listen to the national anthem. And here's the public address announcer.
The honor guard from the 188th Fire Wing, Arkansas Air National Guard, will present the colors for today's event.
come to the state tournament and we get a good rendition of the national anthem.
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, you could have heard a pin drop when the flags were being presented right
Very
there.
nice.
That was pretty cool.
Very nice. Well, I'm looking, we're getting lots of feedback, and we want to encourage you, if you're watching us, you can go to pgtigersonline.com and go to the feedback tab at the top of the page and give us any feedback, and we appreciate that because you can tell us if video's choppy, if the sound's in, out, and if the sound's too loud. Last week, I know I got excited and got a little loud and was told about it, and we adjusted that, and everything was good to go. I'm Kendall Lehman. I'm your play-by-play announcer today. Beside me, Derek Dugan. He was a former coach at Prairie Grove and still works for the school district. He's doing color, and on our cameras, Steve Halbert. He's the president of our booster club. And then down at the end is Lynn Gregson. He's going to be keeping stats for us today. And out there you heard the crowd from Prairie Grove, extremely loud. So you're going to have to tell us if we need to turn up volume or not. We're in the largest arena we've ever broadcasted from, the biggest venue we've ever broadcasted from. So this is big for us, and we're excited. We're just about ready for the starting lineups. Prairie Grove will be the home seed, home team, while Shiloh will be the visiting team. And for Shiloh first, and I'm sure it'll be the same we've seen all year long.
Yeah, I was looking at the numbers they've got on the scoreboard. Looks about like
that's going to be nice to look at.
Yeah, it is. That's cool.
Madison Lowe, number 5. We're going to alternate starting lineups. For Prairie Grove. Yeah, I know. I know.
That was Michelle Lumsargis.
One of my friends, a Shiloh fan, comes up and grabs me right when we're broadcasting. Michelle Lumsargis, number 3 for Prairie Grove. Madison Lowe, number 5 for Shiloh. Number 15, Jessica Parks for Shiloh. Number 22, Brooke Barnett, a junior for Prairie Grove. And if you've watched Prairie Grove at all this year, I've said this in every game, you'll be very familiar with the starting lineup because it's the same we've used all year mostly.
Yep.
Megan Hidley, number 20 for Shiloh. Our mascot out giving a little bit of handshake to the opposing team. Kendra Coyle, number 24, and we'll see how she runs across here right now. Looking much better than she did last Saturday. Ankle looks a whole lot better, and we're glad about that. We need her at full strength today.
Yes, we do.
Number 21, Lindsay Rose. She'll be the big girl inside for Shiloh today. And one thing you can say about her is she will play as rough as the officials will allow her to play.
Yeah, that's right. We already kind of scouted out the officials. We've seen the officials before, so they're going to be familiar with both of these teams.
Justine Huber, our 6-foot sophomore, who has experience playing on this very floor last year. Hannah Persing, number 24 for Shiloh, the last one to be announced. And for Prairie Grove, number 34, another senior, Courtney Galloway. 2 seniors on the floor for the Lady Tigers tonight. Courtney Galloway, Kendra Coyle, 2 juniors, Barnett and Lumsargis, and a sophomore, Huber.
The officials for today's ball game: Leah Barnett, Steve Etching, and Jake Davidson.
Look at this, Kendall. The officials have new uniforms for this game, too. Never seen them wear. They're not in the typical black and white stripes there, it doesn't look like.
Mr. Bond. Oh, and the student section is going crazy, and the Tigers will control the opening tip of the state championship game 2011. Kendra Coyle guarded by Persing. Inside, Barnett with Rowe. A little bit of butterflies right now. You want to work those out, but Justine's going to take the first shot up. No good. Persing with the rebound over to Lowe, and here come the Lady Saints.
These two teams are about as familiar with each other as you can get. They've met 4 times, like you were saying earlier in the game.
2-2. The winner today takes the series for the year.
That's right.
Shiloh, just like Prairie Grove, working the ball around. Everybody's a bit tense right now, I'm sure, and just taking our time, working the ball around. Coach Froud up coaching on the bench right now. Persing likes to go left. We've seen that all year long, and she did again out to Lowe at the top over to Parks. That's Henley, number 20. That's Lowe, number 5. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Rowe. She goes back up off the glass, good.
Yeah,
Brooke Barnett has drawn the defensive assignment of Rowe, and she outsizes her quite a lot. So Barnett's going to have to do a good job on fundamentally blocking out today.
And it looked like she was in pretty good position there, but Rowe just kind of went right over her to get that rebound.
Kendra Coyle drives in, tries to get the shot, but Barnett now comes away with the rebound. Lumsargis back to Coyle. Coyle going to drive again out to Lumsargis. Lumsargis goes in, blocked by Rowe. She gets it to Lowe, and here we go. Rowe to Lowe.
And here we go.
And here we go down the court.
Well, this kind of happened to us Saturday, Kendall, against Star City. Just kind of off to a slow start, but we found our rhythm later on in the game.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's what's going to happen here.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I like the way we're moving. We'll be okay. Ball out of bounds by Shiloh. Turnover to Prairie Grove. And right now the refs are allowing them to play.
Yeah, which is good. You
Which
don't
is a
want to
good
notice
thing.
the referees in this type of ball game. You want to let the players decide.
There's
a
a lot
state
of-
championship game.
That's right. There's a lot of games we've been in this year where there'd be some fouls called on those inside shots
yeah,
already.
Exactly right.
I'd rather let them go than to
too.
be picky.
Me too.
Lumsargis trying to find something to do with the ball. Low defensing on her. Justine Huber, she's going to kind of lose the ball on a pass over to Courtney Galloway. Goes out of bounds, so there's a turnover to Shiloh. We're 1-1 on turnovers now. Still, Shiloh leading 2-0 with 5:29 to go here in the first quarter. Man, I tell you, this is awful nice being able to look down here and see numbers and fouls on the wall and
Yeah, it
everything.
sure is. She walked on that play, yep.
Walking called on Shiloh. Turnover to Prairie Grove. Down at the other end where Shiloh's on offense, the student section for Prairie Grove is right up behind there. Awful loud when Shiloh brings the ball down.
Yes.
There's our play. Justine Huber loses the ball but picks it up. Lumsargis for 3. No good. Rebound Henley, and she gets it out to Rowe somehow. Parks will bring the ball down the court slowly for the Lady Saints. Inside to Rowe, Huber in front of her. She goes up too good. She's got all 4 of Shiloh's points at
And
this
right
point.
here, we've not seen Coyle take a shot offensively. We need a basket. Let's see if she can get a shot here.
She's coming to get the ball. No, over to Galloway. Galloway's going to try her hand to the 3.
Oh, look.
3-point basket, Courtney Galloway. 4, oh, they called it a 2. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
goodness.
4-2 now. Courtney, tight defense out on Parks. Barnett trying to get the steal. Good give and go there by Shiloh, recognizing the pressure defense. Rowe has all 6 points now of Shiloh's points. Oh, they did. They changed this to 3, so 6-3 now. Shiloh leads. 3:48 to go here in the first quarter. They put it up as a 2 at first, changed it to a 3. Justine Huber. Lumsargis for 3 from the corner. Shot up, no good. Rowe with the rebound. She's controlling the paint
Yeah,
right
she
now.
really is. One thing about that three-point line, Kendall, we've got 2 of them. We've got
Yep.
the college three-point line and then the high school three-point line. So
Barnett, there's a
confuse the
turnover
referee.
by the Lady Tigers trying to get it into Rowe. Barnett played good defense. Lumsargis looking to do something with the ball, and she does. Shot up good. She did that in the third quarter and the start of the fourth against Star City the other night. Just became extremely aggressive.
Yeah, really aggressive. Coach Froud wanted a foul right there. There might have been a little body contact, but a good, strong finish by Michelle.
Nice. And that's going to be a walk, and it was going to be a turnover anyway on the pass. So ball to Prairie Grove, and there's a timeout on the floor. I believe that timeout's probably by Shiloh.
Well,
Yes. 2:58 to go here in the first quarter. Shiloh leading 6-5. The Lady Tigers have come out and not been extremely hot, but just like Saturday, just kept doing what they do.
Yeah.
And we're 1 point down.
Yeah, just plug it away. Keep running your offense. You know, Shiloh is going to be well prepared for our offense, just as we're going to be well prepared to see what they do offensively.
That's right.
The coaches may have made a couple of tweaks, may put in a couple of new things for each other just to show, but overall, you're pretty familiar with what each team is going to try to do, and that's what the first part of this game is all about, is trying to figure out what each other is going to do. Looks like Shiloh's wanting to take advantage of their size inside, and it looks like Prairie Grove is going to look more to shoot the three-point shot. We've seen a couple good looks from beyond the arc, and that kind of surprises me because Michelle is our best three-point shooter. She's had two pretty good looks outside. If we can get those, we're going to be in good shape, I think.
Shiloh already with 2:58 to go here in the first quarter, 3 for 4 from the field, 75% from the field. I guess Coach Rimmer would have taken that if you'd told him before the game.
Yeah, that's a pretty hot start, but nothing compared to what we saw Saturday with Star City.
6 for 6 threes and 1 for 1 too. Star City started.
And one thing about that too is, yes, they are off to a hot start, but only 4 shots in 5 minutes because they've had a few turnovers.
Right.
So we can live with that.
Here we go, 2:50 to go in the first quarter. Kendra Coyle brings the ball down. They tried to get it inside to Justine, but Persing is about the same size as Huber. So that's a good defensive matchup for them. Justine trying to make something happen. She finds Kendra in the corner. Shot up for 3, no good. Justine Huber reaches in. They're going to call a tie-up right there. Possession arrow to Shiloh.
Well, I guess the jump ball is better than a foul being called on Justine.
Boy, I
right
thought that's
there.
what we were going to
I didn't
get.
know which way it was going to go.
Well,
Full-court press here by
full-court
Coach
pressure
Proud.
here by Prairie Grove. They're going to have trouble getting the ball inbounds. Barnett flashes for the steal. Persing will bring the ball down. No fouls on either team, and we are almost to 2 minutes in the first quarter. Justine Huber tried to take a charge. The ball comes out of Rose's hands, lands is in hers, and she's sitting out of bounds. So turnover stays with the Shiloh Lady Saints on their end of the court.
Well, neither team is really deep, Kendall. Oh, gosh.
And that is going to be a foul on Barnett as Rowe goes up, gets the shot to fall, and she'll go to the line to shoot one.
Coach Frau pretty upset. You know that we've scouted that play before, and they still got a good look and maybe a chance at a three-point play here. But
down, her free throw is up, no good. Rebound Huber. 8-5. Kendra shot up, no good. And that's going to be a foul on Barnett. That's 2 on her very quickly.
I was just fixing to say I like this game that they're letting them play because neither team is really a deep team. But with Brooke getting her second foul, I figured she'd come out, but Coach Froud sticking with her.
Here comes Lacey Beeks coming to the scorer's table right now. Shiloh brings the ball down.
Beeks is going to have to play some big minutes for us, it looks like, with Barnett in a little bit of foul trouble.
Persing, she's going to be called for a charge, and now they've got their first team foul and first personal on Persing.
You know, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Now Shiloh's going to make a substitution. That's Macy Rowe.
Yeah, that's the other Rowe.
You know, Beeks only played maybe about a minute Saturday. Coach Froud used 5 girls, so this is going to be critical. Beeks has played a lot of minutes all year, but she's going to have to play some big minutes for us in this game.
Henley on Kendra Coyle. Henley, I would think they would consider their best defensive player. Lumsargas, off the glass, good.
She's tough to defend when she can put it on the floor and go by you.
She is. 8-7, Shiloh leads, 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Henley with the ball. There's Rowe with the ball. Rowe came in for Rowe. The student section loud right now. Beeks with the... And that's going to be knocked out of bounds. Turn over to Prairie Grove as Shiloh tries to go for the rebound and can just get a hand on it. Rowe is coming back in. Shot was taken by number 13. What is her name?
Macy
Rowe.
Little sister of Is it Lindsay?
Yeah, so now we have Lindsay and Macy back in the ball game now. Shiloh's extremely big with this lineup.
Yeah, they are. They're a very physical team, and when they put these 5 girls on the floor, they can physical with anybody.
Kendra trying to make a move, and she does. Shot up, no good. She's going to chase down the rebound and gets it out to Lumsargus. Galloway all the way over to Beeks. Beeks is going to make a move. Couldn't find anything. Lumsargus, boy, they're closing out quickly on Lumsargus, aren't they?
She was open for a second.
But she goes all the way to the hole. And they're going to call that on
Macy Rowe, I
Macy
believe.
Rowe. So Lumsargus will go to the line to shoot 2. Well, it's nice to see if Kendra, shot's not falling, Lumsargus does her part.
Yeah, it's kind of surprised me because, I mean, when you've got a talented team and 2 really good scorers like Coyle and Huber, it still surprises me that Lumsargus is getting some pretty good looks. And Shiloh's familiar with us, and they've got to find a handle on her. She's got 6 points for us.
They finally put the point up, 8-8 now. Henley with the long 3. No. Rowe with the rebound. Rowe with the rebound. Shot up off the glass, good. And that, I think, should have been called an over the back right there.
Very well could have been, yeah.
We're down to 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3 here in the first quarter. Kendra needs to get the shot off quickly.
She's not going to get it
And
off.
we didn't do it. And Coach Froud is not happy with that.
No, he's not. And I don't know if this factored into it, Kendall, but normally from where we're broadcasting, we can hear Coach Froud. But in this atmosphere, it's so open and spread out.
Yep.
And I don't know if Coach Froud's having a hard time getting his players to hear him right now because it's just loud. There's a lot of fans here. And I don't know if that may have factored into that last possession.
Hey, while we've got a break here, we want to sure recognize Prairie Grove Telephone Company for helping us put this broadcast on.
PG Telco is proud to sponsor Tiger Basketball. With PG Telco's high-speed internet service, you can catch all Tiger basketball action at pgtelco.com. Call PG Telco today. Let us be your connection to PG Tigers online and the World Wide Web. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Steak and Shake is a proud sponsor of Prairie Grove High School basketball. Hey, Tiger fans, come by Steak and Shake and see Lance and the staff and mention this ad and receive 10% off your next visit. Offer good through the entire basketball season. Good luck, Tigers, from Steak and Shake. Life needs flavor. You're watching Prairie Grove Tiger Sports. This is a Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club production.
During the break of the quarter, we saw a discrepancy over at the scorers table. And what did you see happened here?
Well, our assistant coach, Shelly Dugan, was up there, and Shiloh, one of their assistant coaches, was up there with the official. And I noticed they added a foul to Shiloh.
Okay.
Their second foul. They put that one on Hannah Persing. That's her first foul.
Okay.
But I think that was the discrepancy there. Shiloh's come out in the zone here.
Yep, they've come out in that 1-3-1. They did this. Courtney Galloway will be called for the foul right there. They did the same defense at Pottsville in the regional where they extended it out, forced us to throw over that person on the side there, and then they extend that one person at the top way out in front of our guards, and it paid off for them.
Yeah, it did. That time it did. Shiloh's definitely playing a lot better than they did.
Galloway fighting for the ball, it comes away with it.
Oh, they called travel on her.
She's going to be called for the travel, but what a hustle play by
really
Galloway.
Good hustle play, yeah, it really was.
You know, this is something that we kind of overlook, but Kendra and Courtney, Kendra Coyle 24, Courtney Galloway 34, they're playing their last high school game ever right now.
Yep. Win or lose, this is it.
If they're going to leave anything on the court, they need to leave it on the court right now. And we steal the ball, and here we come, down the other way. Shiloh with 5 turnovers already with 7:15 to go here in the second quarter. Shiloh leads 10-8. Lumsargus open for 3. She gets it off. Good. And we've been waiting on that shot all day, and Shiloh closed out quickly, but she was still able to get it off. 11-10.
She's getting too many good looks. She's in double digits.
5 seconds call on Shiloh over Prairie Grove. So we come out in the second quarter. Lumsargus hits a 3 to give us our first lead at 11-10, and we get a turnover right out of the gate here. Hey, there's Lumsargus again, trying to get her open for that 3 again.
Shiloh did a better job of guarding her that time.
Galloway trying to make a move. She gets it over to Lumsargus for 3. Shot up, no good. Ball tossed around a little bit low, comes away with it for Shiloh. Here they go.
Well, if Shiloh continues this defense strategy, Lumsargus could have 30 points by the end of this game because she's getting a lot of good looks and she's a really good shooter.
Prairie Grove
no good there.
Prairie Grove comes away with the ball. Courtney Galloway. Got a lot of feedback from people. As soon as we get a stop and play, we'll look at it, see what's going on. Kendra Coyle with the rebound. Oh, she stepped out of bounds. That's going to go Shiloh's way. Neither team, though, and we know Prairie Grove better than Shiloh, just haven't got going yet. And there's a steal caused by the pressure by Prairie Grove.
And the press has really bothered Shiloh.
Yeah, right there. Beeks maybe could have pulled it out. Henley tries to drive in. Ball tipped, out of bounds, goes back to Shiloh underneath their basket. Henley's 0 for 3 from the field, and right there looked like she was just trying to make something.
Hey, here's something interesting, Kendall. We've only had 3 players score in this game.
Oh, Kendra Coyle with the block, and they're going to call her for the foul. Boy, it looked good.
That did.
It looked good.
I've seen more contact at a well-chaperoned high school prom than that right there, Kendall. Had to get that one in again.
I know you've been studying all week with your little phrases to put them in this week. It's a state championship game. Where else to put a phrase in?
I got to empty all of it today. Yeah, Rowe for Shiloh has 8 of their 10 points, and Lumsargus for us has 10 of our 11 points.
She misses both shots, so all we got out of that was a foul, but they got no points. So Kendra with the ball, she'll need to play smartly today. We need to keep her in here the whole ball game.
Yes, we do.
Lumsargus, Galloway, Beeks. Beeks is going to go to the hole, shot up, no good. Persing kind of intimidated Beeks right there because she's a good-sized girl in there.
Yeah, she is.
Galloway almost with the steal. Parks drives in, shot up, no good. Good block out by Lacey Beeks.
Beeks is being aggressive when she's in there.
Boy, that's good defense by Lowe on Lumsargus. A cross over to Kendra. Kendra's going to make a move. You could tell she was. Right down the hole, off the glass, good. That's Kendra Coyle's first basket of the night. It'll be good to get her going.
Yes, it will. Lumsargus has carried the load, and now Kendra maybe, oh shoot, we left him wide open.
Left Henley wide open inside. 13-12, Lady Tigers lead. 4:30 to go in the ball game, or in the first half. Kendra, and they're going to call a charge on Kendra. That's 2 fouls on her now.
Oh, good.
That hurt right there.
Yes, it did. There's too much time left in this second quarter for Kendra to be on the bench for 4.5 minutes here.
Okay, so here's where we're at. We're 4:25 to go in the first half. 13-12, Lady Tigers lead, but Kendra Coyle has now picked up her second foul. Brooke Barnett has 2 fouls, so 2 starters sitting on the bench. In the ball game for the Tigers, Lacey Beeks and Fitz for our 2 starters. Ball, and we come away with a steal. Courtney Galloway maybe has only scored 3 points, but her defense is extremely good today.
Yeah, she's had really good hands.
Lumsargus for 3.
They just keep leaving her open. I'm not getting it.
16-12, Lady Tigers lead, 3:56 to go in the first half. Fitz now on Henley down here. Henley trying to post her up. She's got a size advantage on her. We've now put Justine Huber on Rose, so that may equalize her a little bit, a bigger girl on her.
Yep. Yeah, they're wanting to go inside on us.
They are, and boy, I'll tell you, they're going to get close to 3, and the official over there, he's counting it. I've watched him count it. There's a drive on the baseline, and she stepped on the baseline, turnover to the Lady Tigers. Shiloh now has 8 turnovers, and that's a media timeout. A timeout for us.
Yeah, how about that? I think the first one in the first quarter was a media timeout, too.
We've never had that. We appreciate them thinking about us like that. 3:24 to go here before halftime. Lady Tigers leading 16-12. Let's see what we've got. Mallory Mounts watching us today, an alum of Prairie Grove. Lindsay West in Lubbock, Texas, watching. Logan Wood, Mr. Bond, the high school principal, watching today. Arvest Bank, we heard that they're showing this in their lobby on their TVs. We know that they're showing it in the cafeteria today for students and teachers to come in the high school. And then people all over the place are watching this. This could be our biggest night ever. Last Saturday we had over 600 viewers.
Wow.
And we could surpass that tonight. And we once again want to be sure and thank Prairie Grove Telephone Company. You know, last year we did this kind of on a wing and broadcasted a couple of games, and the telephone company got together with the Booster Club and with the technology department at the school, and we put together a plan, and we started in football, and it's just kind of blossomed from there to a point now to where we got a lot of people who enjoy the broadcasts, and it's definitely not us. It's the fact that there's an infrastructure out there to do it, and we just appreciate being able to get out here and talk about these ball games. 3 minutes before halftime, 2 starters on the bench, once again with 2 fouls apiece. Lady Tigers lead 16-12. We'll see how they handle the 2 starters on the bench.
Well, with Shiloh, with them in this zone, I kind of wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Froud run some clock here because they're not really guarding us too hard unless we penetrate inside.
Yeah, we're taking time right here. Galloway, and when the ball goes out to the top, Justine Huber's open right there.
Yeah, she's got her defender sealed off. If we could get, it'd be a tough pass to make, but we could make that pass and get her an easy basket.
Right now we've taken about 30 seconds off the clock, a little more, 40 seconds. Galloway for 3. Good. 19-12, and that's a great way to play that. Take a minute off the clock and hit a 3.
Yeah, and an open 3 from the corner against that zone defense from Shiloh.
Courtney Galloway, oh, nice pass by Rowe, a touch pass over to Henley. Not able to handle it, so back out to Parks. Lady Tigers defense tight right now. And they're going to call a block on Justine Huber. Lynn, is that her first one? Her first foul tonight. Lynn Gregson, our stat guy down here, telling us stats in our ear constantly, and without him, we wouldn't know what was going on here.
That helps, doesn't it?
It does. Henley goes to the line, and she missed a 3rd one now.
And Kendall, I talked to Coach Rimmer at the state tournament last week. He said on the year they're shooting 57% as a team, and they're a good team.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's really surprising at the free throw line. So that could be a big factor if this gets close down in the 4th quarter.
Her second one up and good, so 19, is it 19-13 if they put the point up? Okay.
Yeah, I think
they are
right
very
now.
slow putting the points up on the board here. 1:50 to go before halftime. Lady Tigers extremely patient with 2 starters on the bench with fouls.
Yeah, we're going to make them maybe come out of this zone.
And you know, Lum Sargis, really, she has no need to pass that ball over there.
Right, yeah, nobody was
guarding her. Until they come out to her,
exactly.
Just stay right there.
Yeah.
1:30, we've ran 30 seconds off the clock, and there's no and this is exactly what we did at Pottsville in the regional final.
Yep.
Galloway over in the corner. She's going to drive baseline into Huber. Shot up, no good.
They're going to call that on the floor.
They're going to call a foul on the floor. Yeah. Prairie Grove's ball underneath their own basket.
Shiloh with only 2 fouls. That's her 3rd foul, so we're probably not going to make it to the bonus.
1:19 to go here in the first half. Galloway trying to get the ball, and we're getting crunched up inside. She needs help. She gets it out to Huber, and she was able to retrieve it. She needs help. Galloway come to the rescue.
Shiloh's going man here.
Yep, they've come out of the zone defense. They've gone to man. We did this at regional too. We pulled them out of that zone.
Yeah.
Galloway trying to drive baseline. Good defense by Parks right there. We're under a minute. We're at 56 seconds. Galloway for three. 22-13. Lady Tigers lead with 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Coach Froud, I don't know if you saw him, but he was telling the crowd, let's go, let's go. The students are up, the crowd's up. Parks drives down and puts a cap on the crowd.
Yeah, that was a big answer, but Kendall, we're still up by 7 and probably going to take the last shot here.
30 seconds in the first half, 22-15, Lady Tigers lead. All right, Lady Tigers are holding it. We're down to 13 seconds. Rowe out on Beeks. Fitz, and she didn't get a good shot off. 5, 4, Persing with the ball. 3, long 3, no good, and that's halftime. We'll take this in.
That's right.
A 22-15 lead at halftime, and the fans are on their feet, the students are on their feet. And it's interesting to see right down here, we've got officials with the state tournament where the teams go out, they go out together, which is always dangerous, I think.
Yeah.
But they're
Especially
there.
with a physical team like Shiloh, huh?
I tell you. Though today it hasn't been too bad, has it?
Yeah, it's been pretty well officiated game so far, and yeah, both teams just playing hard. One thing about that is Kendra set for the last 4 minutes and 25 seconds, and when she went out of the game, we were up by 4 points, and now we got a 7-point lead.
Yeah.
I know we're going to be happy about that. And Barnett, she said about 10 minutes. I think she got her second foul there in the first quarter, so good half overall.
Some more feedback right here. Bree Bartholomew, who used to play on the Lady Tigers team for Coach Froud. I watched her in some regional tournaments.
Yep.
She's watching today. The Big House in Prairie Grove is watching. They said to tell us that they're watching.
Yeah.
Miles Eubanks, who used to be part of the technology staff at Prairie Grove and was instrumental in getting all of this set up, is watching today from college. I believe he's in Joplin. Ike Smith is in Harrison. Ike's sister is one of the cheerleaders down here, Faith Smith. He said he's watching in his college library, and everybody there looks at him a little strange when he cheers in the library.
Can't be too loud in the library, right?
And then Dylan Portlock of Prairie Grove, he says the refs are making bad calls. I didn't say that. Dylan said that. Well, we're at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. 8:55 to go here. We're going to take a little break, drink of water, and then we'll be ready to go for the second half. Okay, Lady Tigers lead 22-15. When we come back from about a 5-minute break, Lynn will give us halftime stats, and then we'll be ready to start the second half. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with you, almost about to start the second half, but before we start, we want to bring Lynn Gregson, our statistician, in here and let him give you some first half stats. We want to make one note. We told you that Mr. Bond, our principal, was watching from home, and normally he would be here, but he had knee surgery this week, so he's having to watch, and so his wife says he's doing well, and they're watching the game from home. Lynn, what do you got on first half stats?
Well, first half stats, I'll start off with the Prairie Grove Lady Tigers. Michelle Lumsargas, she's our leading scorer. She has 11 points. She's 2 for 2 from 2-point, and then 2 of 5 from 3-point land. At the same time, Courtney Galloway is 3 of 4 from 3 points, and she has 9 points in the game. Our other 2 points come from Kendra Coyle on a drive. As far as the Lady Saints, Lindsay Rowe, 4 for 4 from the field, and she has 8 points. She's 0 for 2 from the line, however. I want to mention we've only shot 2 free throws. Michelle Lumsargas 1 for 2. Then also for the Lady Saints, Megan Henley with 3 points. She has struggled from the free throw line. She's 1 of 4. Jessie Parks has 2 points, and Macy Rowe with 2. Also, as far as fouls, Prairie Grove, Brooke Barnett with 2, Kendra Coyle with 2, Justine Huber with 1, Courtney Galloway with 1. And there are 4 Lady Saints I have with a foul: Madison Lowe, Macy Rowe, Megan Henley, and Hannah Persing. Our leading rebounder is Kendra Coyle with 4 rebounds. And Kendall, I believe that's about it. If there's anything of note, it would be that we've only been to the free throw line twice.
Well, and we were also talking at halftime to note is that the normal scorers on Prairie Grove that you would expect to be scoring, Kendra Coyle, Justine Huber, between them had 2 points in the first half, carrying the load for the Lady Tigers, Michelle Lumsargus and
Galloway.
Yep.
One thing about the free throws is when you only have shot 2 free throws, you're usually not attacking the basket. And we didn't because we were hitting so many three-pointers in that first half. When you're shooting three-pointers, you're not going to shoot a lot of free throws. But if you're hitting those three-pointers, you're going to have a lead usually at the half, and that's what we've got here.
Lynn, you're still in. Anything you want to say here before we go to second half?
No, I guess the biggest thing I said, we talked about this before the game, and that is we definitely need to stay out of foul trouble. I think if we do that and keep our core group in, we should be fine. But I think both teams are playing a great game. The Lady Saints, very physical. The referees are letting them play, and I think that's good for both teams.
I do too.
And Kendall Shiloh just now got back onto the floor. They didn't get to really warm up because Coach Rimmer had a lot of things to get off of his mind there in the locker room. So Shiloh's coming out cold, so we'll see how they start this half.
All right, well, we're ready to start the second half. Shiloh will throw the ball in. Persing throwing it in. We're back to full strength as far as our team goes and starters. All 5 starters back. We'll need to watch Kendra and
Barnett,
Brooke,
yes,
because they've each got 2 fouls. We'll watch them. And just like we started the game, Brooke Barnett will be guarding Rowe, and that's quite a task for her while Kendra has Henley.
Yeah, she's going to have help. But that's kind of what our defense is based on, is help defense.
Well, Persing is so tall, it forces us to have to put Justine on her. So this is where we've got to go when you just don't have a whole lot of height.
You see what Shiloh does is they pull Huber away from the basket.
And right there, a pass inside to Henley, and she gets hit by Courtney Galloway. Ball knocked out of bounds, but it'll remain with Shiloh. And Henley got up and wanted a foul, and Coach Rimmer was wanting a foul, I believe, right there.
They are letting them play.
Inside to Rowe, her shot is up, no good. Rebound, Galloway. Here come the Lady Tigers, just starting the third quarter. 22-15, Lady Tigers lead.
Shiloh's out of their zone again.
They're out of their zone, back in a man.
Too long.
Courtney Galloway trying to make a drive, shot up, no good. Rebound, Coyle, her shot goes back up, no good. Parks comes away with the rebound. Boy, I thought we had an easy one right there when Kendra got that rebound.
There. Good effort by Coyle to get the offensive rebound. She just missed that little stick back.
Boy, let me tell you, Persing is going up Rowe, and Barnett, oh my goodness gracious, he didn't see the tip by Rowe at the very last second.
Hey, the last 2 shots Shiloh's taken, there have been nobody going to the rebound, to the offensive glass for them. They're just trotting back down the floor.
Here comes a screen. Here comes a screen.
Well,
Henley got screened.
They've ran that.
They've ran that every time, and it's worked every time.
Yeah, it has. And we've seen that before. They've run it all year long. We're just not doing a very good job of defending it right now.
22-17 now. Lady Tigers lead cut to 5 with 6:40 to go here in the third quarter. Justine Huber shot up, didn't touch anything.
Yeah, Coach
Shiloh comes away. Justine's going to have to become aggressive right here.
Yeah.
We need her to go to the hole.
Coach Froud knows that. He just ran an isolation play for her where she just tried to take her girl off the dribble and got a pretty good look, but she still hasn't scored yet. We're going to need her to
Here comes the screen on Lumsargus. Rowe is there. You know, what's that?
Are they going to call what'd they call there? They got Barnett,
Barnett, that's going to be her third.
Yep.
You know, I'm sitting here watching Rowe. She comes inside, she goes out, sets a screen, and then rolls. They're just doing the old pick and roll and trying to catch her on that roll.
Yep, and when she gets down there and finds her defender, she really bodies up with her and gets good position.
She does. She does a great job. As a, you know, if you're a coach and you're wanting to teach the posting up, she does a great job doing it. She finds her defender, puts her backside on her.
Look at that.
And there she comes flying for a rebound. Great hustle play. Look at that. And that's going to be out on Prairie Grove and remain with the Lady Saints.
They're giving it to us, Kendall.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
couldn't believe it.
That was Shiloh's ball, but it's going to go to Prairie Grove, so we'll take that. You know, I guess they missed the one while ago. They that one. We're even now.
Yep.
Here we go.
Yep.
5:56 to go in the third quarter.
Back in that zone now.
22-18, and Shiloh goes back to their 1-3-1 zone, and this is where we had a lot of success hitting some threes.
Yes, we did. Michelle and Courtney found a lot of open spots in the zone.
And there she is right there. Courtney for three, no good. Rebound Rowe. She is controlling the paint today.
Yes, she is. And I guess Shiloh is going to be content with letting Galloway continue to shoot and Lumsargis continue to shoot.
Yep.
I guess as long as Coyle and Huber don't have a good game, they think they can win.
Lowe with the ball over to Persing. She's looking inside, finds Henley. Her shot off the glass, good. 22-20. The Saints have come out and scored a lot of points to get it within 2 here.
Yeah, they come out hot.
They scored. They're on 5-0 run here to start the second half.
Just saw Kendra grimace a little bit. I don't know if that ankle's bothering her again or not.
And that was a good play. Lumsargis, a pass down to Huber, and she goes up and scores. And that's Justine's first points of the day.
Hopefully that'll get her going, Kendall.
And that's going to be Lumsargis coming in and yes, Lumsargis, I believe.
Okay.
Coming in and fouling Rowe.
You're right. And Kendra's coming out. I just noticed on that last possession, she was limping a little more than she has been this game. So we'll see.
You can see her walking out. She's hurting right now. So we're leaving Barnett in with 3 fouls. Here's Rowe's free throw. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Lacey
They've
Beeks.
missed a lot of free throws, haven't they?
She's come in for Kendra. Kendra's holding her ankle. I think she's going to have a little rest and then come back. And that's the way she's going to have to finish this game. Rest and go, rest and go.
She'll be back in there for sure. Lynn, I'd like to know Shiloh's free throw shooting right now when you get a chance, if you could. I think they've missed at least a handful of free throws. 2 of 9, Kendall, for Shiloh at the free throw line.
Wow. Well, that makes a difference, doesn't it?
And in a 2-point game, that's critical.
24-22. Shiloh down by 2. Justine Huber opened down at the block. Galloway just couldn't see her in time.
Yeah, we've got the right offense against this. We just got to work it, and we'll get that
something
look.
will pop open here at some point. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lumsargis drives out to Galloway. Inside to Beeks. She tries to go up, can't get it. Barnett comes away with the ball. Lumsargis for 3. That's no good. And that's going to be a jump tie ball. Arrow to Prairie Grove.
I think there might have been a little foul there, but we're gonna go with the jump ball.
All right, we've got another media timeout. We appreciate them doing that for us. Shanae Battles in Idaho is watching. Will Patrick in Winslow. Let's see. All right, I think we're caught up, at least what I can see right now. We appreciate everybody watching. Want to encourage you, like the others are doing right now, if you want to go to PG Tigers online, put a feedback out on our feedback there. You can go to the top. There's a feedback tab. Click on that, and you'll see how to put it in. You put your name and where you're talking to us from, and give us any messages or anything like that. Timeout. 3:48 to go here in the third quarter. Prairie Grove 24-22 had a 22-15 lead at half. Shiloh's clawed back into the ball game, made it close.
It's going to be a dogfight, I think.
It is.
And Kendra just checked back into the ball game, so she's going to give it a go here.
And doggone, I didn't want it to be a dogfight.
I know.
We had enough of that against Star City. I wanted this one to be an easy one.
Yeah, that 7-point lead at halftime was looking pretty good. I was hoping we could push it up to double digits, but Shiloh, like good teams are going to do, they're going to make it tough for us. We're going to have to work for it.
Well, just like Saturday when Kendra gutted out that Star City performance, she's going to have to gut this one out too.
Yep.
Amazingly, the Lady Tigers lead by 2, and Kendra Coyle and Justine Huber between them have 4 points. Rowe on Beeks. Beeks not the 3-point shooter, so they're kind of giving her a little bit of room, but she will drive on you and score. Parks on Galloway. She will go and hit that 3 on him. Galloway goes all the way to the hole, gets it blocked. Out of bounds to the Lady Tigers underneath their own basket. Galloway, a good job of driving the basket, but boy, there's that size of Shiloh in the middle
they're
again.
Sitting there waiting on us, and we're just spreading the floor right now, trying to get it inside to Justine.
seconds. And I'm going to tell you where that broke down. It broke down on a good defensive play by Henley. We came to set the screen. She squeezed in and got in between the screen and her man, and that shut the whole play down at that point. Good play.
Right there, you could tell she's seen that play before.
Oh, yeah. They knew the screen was coming, got close to their man, and stayed right there.
Well, this is a big possession in the ball game.
That's going to be a foul on Galloway. That's going to be 2 on her. Now, Prairie Grove's beginning to rack up some team fouls. Right now, I think the most we've got on an individual is Barnett with 3. She's on the bench with that.
I'm a little surprised they're not trying to get Rowe a look inside with Beeks on her. She's got some size advantage.
Oh, they're going to Henley.
Yep.
Henley's got Beeks on her, and they're taking advantage of that right now. Good job by Coach Rimmer seeing that.
Yeah, he's made some good adjustments there at halftime. We got to come back and answer right here.
Well, here we are, 24-24, tied up just like we started at 0. Rowe steals the ball from Beeks, and right there, you know, it's kind of like maybe we're seeing a little bit of the freshmen getting taken advantage of right here by girls who have been in this position before.
Yeah, and Beeks was all by herself on that side of the floor. She probably made the right move trying to attack her. Just got to be a little bit stronger with the ball.
Henley now has Galloway on her. Kendra, I can see sinking back, Rowe trying to make a drive over to Henley. That's low for 3. Shot up good.
Goodness gracious.
Shiloh is now taking a 27-24 lead. The Lady Tigers have come out and scored only 2 points so far.
Shiloh, who only had 15 at halftime, they scored 12 here.
They've already scored 12.
6 minutes in the third quarter. We've got to find a way to get through this. This is going to be a tough part of the game.
Well, here's what's going to have to happen. Kendra's going to have to play through that ankle right now.
She is. Yep.
Justine's going to have to become the junior now that she is and take over some ball.
Yeah, and Shiloh, we've been surprised at how many good looks Sargis has had. She hadn't had any this third quarter. They've adjusted on her, too.
1 minute, 25 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Shiloh leading 27-24. Sargis drives and misses the shot. Rebound Persing.
We need to stop. We need to stop.
We need to stop right here. We don't need to score.
You know exactly what Shiloh's been trying to do. They're working inside out.
Yeah, here comes Rowe, and there she is. And that's going to be a foul on Beeks. When she let her get in front of her, it was over at that point.
Yeah, one of the main rules on hard man-to-man defense is you never let anybody cut in front of your face to the ball. And that time, Rowe, man, she's just so strong.
She's
just
strong,
went by us there.
and you know she's pretty quick for her size too.
She is. She moves well.
And right there, she gets it inside. Beeks on her. Kendra's going to help her out. Shot off the glass is good, though. Rowe is having a great game today.
She is. I think that's 9 points in a row for Shiloh. We've not been able to answer.
29-24, Shiloh leading. Shiloh now feeling a lot of energy now.
Yeah,
but
they're taking our crowd out of the game, too.
Tigers just working the ball around. 30 seconds to go. Boy, they're giving that lane to Sargis. Beeks in the corner, kicked by Henley out of bounds. That'll remain with the Lady Tigers. 23.2 to go here in the third quarter, and Shiloh is now taking a 29-24 lead.
Yeah, I think you're right, Kendall. We're going to have Coyle and Huber step up. Sargis and Galloway have done a great job so far. Galloway's going to get to the free throw line there. Good aggressive move. She got fouled.
All right, that was a foul on Rowe then.
As the game gets later and later, that's when you're going to need your girls that have been carrying the load all season long for you. Galloway hits her first free throw.
Good job by Courtney, just kind of putting a cap on that little run there.
Stop the bleeding, so to speak.
Nice for a senior to step up and just hit those 2 free throws, 29-26 or 7? 29-26,
yes.
Okay. Well, here comes our pressure. Oh, boy, Kendra goes up and almost gets a hand on the ball. Parks with the ball, driving all the way down. And, boy, Lacey Beeks had an opportunity to step and take a charge and just didn't do it.
Get the shot off, Kendra.
Long 3. 31-26, Shiloh with a 5-point lead. And they won that third quarter big.
They won it big time. Outscored us right there 16-4 and totally took control of this ball game. But the good thing is we're still okay. We've got a lot of time left in this ball game, in a little bit of foul trouble. One thing we'd like to do is get Shiloh into foul trouble. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. They just had one foul in that third quarter. But we're a good shooting free throw team, and we've just not been getting there a whole lot tonight.
You know, when we were playing Star City last week, we didn't know Star City.
Right.
We just knew they were good.
Yep.
And we came out and just played with reckless abandon.
Yep.
I mean, we just went.
Yeah.
You can almost tell we know this team.
Yeah.
The girls know each other.
Yep.
And you don't see that just drive like we saw on Saturday. And if they're going to win the ball game, that's what's going to have to happen right here.
Saturday felt like a state championship
It sure
game.
did.
And you hope that's not a kind of a hangover effect for us right now.
Well, you wondered about that.
Yeah,
With so much
yeah.
emotion exerted on Saturday, could we come back and have another big game? You know, it almost feels like a regular season game.
Yeah.
Whereas Shiloh made it pretty easily through that tournament, and they're ready to have a big game.
Yeah, and one thing Coach Frow did against that Star City team was he lived with the outside shot. And Coach Rimmer, it appears to me that his defensive strategy is he's going to let anybody but Coyle or Huber beat him. And so far it's worked out okay. But we still got a lot of game to go, and every opportunity is going to be there for us to take it.
All right, well, it's time right now for people to step up, and let's go. We've got Boy, howdy. Rowe comes in, gets the rebound, goes up, and she was fouled on the shot and still got it off.
Yeah.
We were wanting a call, and we quit playing.
Yeah, exactly right. We were anticipating a call, I think, and no call came, and they ended up taking advantage of it.
Galloway with an aggressive move to the hole off the glass. Good to see that. 33-28. Lady Saints with a 5-point lead, but a good move by Courtney Galloway. And the Lady Tigers, if they'll play like that, they can come back and win this ball game.
Galloway has had a great game today.
Boy, they're looking inside the row, and they just threw it away.
Lowe passed up the shot. She saw a double team coming and thought her teammate was going to be there. But
tried to get a little bounce pass to Percy, and Coach Rimmer calls an immediate timeout just after we've just started the fourth quarter. 7:06 to go in the ball game now. Shiloh leading 33-28. They just turned it over, and the Lady Tigers will have possession when they come back out on the court.
Kendall, that's the first timeout either coach has taken in this entire ball game, so you can tell the importance of hanging on to those timeouts. Both coaches expected a tight ball game, and those timeouts are going to be valuable later on down the stretch.
Right now, the student section really trying to get something going, and when they're at the end of the court, looking across to the side court, they're yelling Prairie Grove, and the Prairie Grove fans yelling Tigers, trying to get this place livened up for the Lady Tigers. 7 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in this ball game and remaining in the 2011 season.
That's right. This is it.
33-28, Shiloh leads. They're still in their 1-3-1 zone. Lum Sargis with the ball. And she takes a three, and it's off. Kendra Coyle with the save. Galloway, I thought, came away with it.
Look at this.
Coyle comes away with it. Off the glass. Now, what a play by Kendra Coyle.
This could be huge in this game. We're going to have to remember that.
And the crowd is up now, 33-30 with a fantastic hustle move. Pursing for three. What a cap on that. You can't leave her open. 36-30 now. Shiloh with the lead. Kendra Coyle with fantastic hustle, and that's what we were talking about. It's going to take that kind of play inside the Beaks. Kendra with the ball. 6:15 to go in the ball game. Lum Sargis, we want her to take that shot
she
right there.
Lost a little confidence after that last shot.
Well, she shot the last one. It was way off. She just needs to go again because she can hit that shot.
Yes, she can.
Galloway
all year.
Galloway's going to drive in, and she's going to be fouled. And boy, howdy, we haven't seen that like that. You know, we saw this in the tournament over there. In the fourth quarter, things started getting a lot tighter as far as the officiating went.
And you notice the gaps in the Shiloh defense, but when you get by a gap, you got Rose sitting there waiting on you, and you can't really get past her. So
6 minutes to play, 36-30 Shiloh leads. Here comes Kendra. They've gone back man
off
on the inbound play.
Yeah, a lot of teams will do that if they haven't practiced their zone defense off the inbounds.
We need to go into Justine Huber. Get big.
Come on,
go to the hole,
Justine.
Justine. Oh my goodness.
Contact?
Now that one has to be called.
Yeah,
and
it does.
wasn't.
That was pretty blatant right there.
Well, you know what? If it's not going to be called, we need to go back down, go to Justine,
That's right.
and she's got to go hard to the hole.
Keep going at it.
There's a pass out to Lowe for three. Her shot is up. Good. And boys, they're on fire right now.
Oh my gosh, they are on fire.
39-30, and here comes Kendra Coyle. Somebody needs to stop the bleeding. Courtney Galloway looked at a three for a second, but they're kind of back in. They are back in their man. Galloway for three, no good. Coyle with the rebound, goes up, gets the shot to fall, and the foul.
Well, Coral is not getting her looks offensively, but she's creating her own looks off of offensive rebounds. She's making the most of this, but we're going to need a lot more of that. Goodness gracious, we're going to need Shiloh to cool off here.
You can see Kendra right at the line right now. She goes as hard as she can go, and then she misses the free throw. But when she stops, I know she told us this week that when she's walking, her ankle hurts more than when she's running.
Yeah,
so when she stops, the pain hits her.
Yep.
And you can tell it, too.
Yep.
Well, 39-32, down 7 to Shiloh. There's a pass inside to Henley. And, boy, that was a quick foul, and that's going to be called on Galloway. Is that going to be her third, Lynn? That's the third foul on Galloway. But you know what? At this point, you just got to go.
Yeah.
Fouls you can't worry about at this point.
And the way Shiloh shot free throws all year, hopefully they continue to shoot that way. And they'll miss a few of these.
And she misses her first one.
This is where we could get back into it if they start shooting free throws and missing them. 57% on the year.
39-32, Shiloh leads. Henley with her second shot.
Again.
And it is off. And now they are going to finally call Rowe with an over-the-back call. And that's 3 on her.
I think if they've got it right on the scoreboard, I think that's her third foul.
It is her third. And that's the 4th team foul on Shiloh. 5 team fouls on Prairie Grove. 4:40 to go in the ball game and in the season. Lady Tigers with the ball. Shiloh back in their man defense.
Kendall, I know Coach Frow would love to press, but we got to make shots in order to do that.
And that's a shot by.
There we go.
Justine Huber with the shot. It's good, and the foul. And that's what we need to happen. We need them to be aggressive inside. Coach Froud called the play.
Yep.
And that was all set.
Yep.
39-34. We need Justine to hit this and cut this to a 4-point ball game.
And if she hits it, we're going to pick them up full court, I would imagine.
Justine's shot is up and good. 39-34, 4:30 to go. We're full court pressure.
And a lot of
Lowe
time
with the
left.
ball. An immediate timeout by Coach Fremer when he sees that pressure. Great job by the Lady Tigers. It was 39-30. It's now 39-35 with 4:28 to go.
Good answer. Good answer by our girls. We're not just going to give this thing to Shiloh. We still got a lot of minutes to play in this game. And the way Shiloh, one of their strengths is not handling the ball. So when we can set up our full court pressure defense, there's going to be some turnovers out there for us to make. And one of the things we've done well all year is create turnovers and then score on the other end. So hopefully that can happen here. One thing, Kendall, too, is Barnett. She picked up that third foul there in the third quarter, and she's still not come back into the ball game.
Meeks has been in the whole third
Meeks
quarter.
has been in the whole the rest of the third quarter, and so far all this fourth quarter.
A little more feedback. I see it looks like Donald Pinkley watching. Charles Moore, it says the Moore household is watching. Dwight Howard in Bloomfield, Pennsylvania. Looks like that Justine Huber is the grand niece.
Wow.
So from Pennsylvania, we're being watched today.
I thought we had an
Julie
NBA star,
Dollar.
Dwight Howard.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Different Dwight Howard, huh?
Dwight Howard of the Phillies.
Glad they're watching.
All right, Shiloh inbounds the ball, 4:28, and here's that pressure by Prairie Grove, and boy, they get it down quick, don't they?
Good use of the timeout there.
Yep, Coach Rimmer went over and said, here's what's going to happen, and here's the way we break it.
Look at that.
Coyle is going to come away with the steal. Can she control it? Yes, she can, but you can see she just can't cut.
Yeah.
Those moves right there hurt her ankle.
Yeah, normally
She's recovering in the corner, and here she comes.
She would have normally attacked the basket right there, but just doesn't have the spring in her step. Yeah, she's hurting.
But you know what, Coach Froud? He's not even looking for a sub because she's going the rest of this ball game.
Kendra, she's not looking for a sub either. She's going to stay in
with
there.
the ball. Boy, howdy. That pass right there scares me. And I want to see him go back inside.
Yeah, why not? Justine made a great
Here's
play
the problem. Kendra, once she gets running, is okay, but it's the starting and stopping. Timeout.
Yeah.
Coach Froud's going to go with Fitz. He took a short timeout. He's going to have to give Kendra a break.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it was the hustle play on the other end earlier. It was the steal right there. And when she really exerts and then stops and starts, the ankle just tweaks again.
It's too much. Hey, man, you hate to see senior year, state championship game. And Kendra's going to play at the next level. She's already signed, but, God, you know she doesn't want to end her career this way.
No.
That's the last thing Coach Froud wants to do is have to take her out of the game, and the last thing she wants to do is come out of the game, but it just may be a necessity where she has to.
And, you know, it's too bad that she's not full strength for this game, because if she was, I think it'd be a different ball game.
Yeah.
But, you know, I was talking, we were saying right here on this very court, the Sun Belt Conference played their finals on Tuesday night, and I heard the coach of UALR who won that game playing, and he said the teams that win these tournaments are the teams that handle adversity down the stretch.
Yeah.
And Prairie Grove is facing some adversity right now,
we are.
and we'll see how they handle it.
And I just noticed Coach Dugan is taking Kendra back into the locker room with the trainer, so we'll see how long this lasts. Hopefully she can come back in.
Courtney Galloway with the three.
Oh, that's good hustle by Huber.
Oh, my goodness, and we get the ball back with Huber's hustle. Immediate timeout. 3:17 to go in the ball game and in the season. 39-35, Shiloh leads.
I don't know if this will factor in. Here she comes.
Here comes Kendra Coyle back out of the
She's coming back in.
locker room. They couldn't have done a whole lot in that amount of time, could they have?
I don't figure they did any surgery back there or
I see
any
the-
x-rays.
Coach Dugan and the trainer coming out. You know, I'm sure it's this. How much time's left? 3 minutes. By the time I take my shoe off, get taped, this ball game's over.
Yeah, I was just fixing to say, I didn't know if it would factor in. Coach Froud still does have 4 timeouts. You may see him use timeouts just to get her, if she was back in the locker room.
Yeah.
But, yeah, she's back in. She's checking into the game
Checked into
now,
the game
so-
right there, so she's coming back.
Yep. That was a big play by Huber to keep possession of that ball. A lot of times you'll see teams give up on that kind of play. Huber went after it, and I don't know how it ended up being our ball. I don't know if she knocked it off the Shiloh player's knee. So we got the ball. Now if we can score, that will be a huge play in the game.
Coach Froud's brother-in-law watching from Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, man.
Where the sun is bright and
Oh,
the
my
beaches are warm.
goodness. No fair.
3:17 to go in the ball game. 39-35. Lady Tigers ball underneath their own basket. Courtney Galloway to inbound. Here we go.
We're going to screen for Lamsargas here.
And here she is. She's open.
Oh, gosh.
Courtney never saw her break
Yeah,
open here on the left
yeah.
side. Coach Froud, he saw it. We saw it. But Courtney down there in the trees just couldn't see it.
Kendall, if this game gets too late, you'll see Coach Froud run a trap at the ball handler. Oh, Kendra just got taken out right there, it looked like.
Henley with the rebound, shot up off the glass, good. I don't think you could make that in a horse game if you wanted to.
Oh, my goodness.
Galloway for 3, that's too fast. And that's what we're seeing right now is a little bit of panic.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
2:42 to go, 41-35. Lady Tigers down 6 with 2:42.
Well, we've still got to realize 2:42, man, that's a lot of time left. The way we shoot it, you know, it's a 2-possession game, but we're going to have to get stops defensively. When Shiloh breaks our press, they did a really good job. I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Froud mix up his press and throw something a little different because Shiloh broke the last time pretty easily. So we'll see what happens here.
Once again, back to that interview I heard with UALR's coach.
Yeah.
They were down 7 at one point
Yes.
with 2:42.
Yeah.
Came back and tied it up and went into overtime and won that ball
Yeah.
game. And as he said, with the 3-point line, there's really no lead that's insurmountable under
Yep.
10.
Yep. Oh, look.
Oh, boy, that's a
man,
long
they got
pass.
lucky there.
Beeks went up and almost got the ball. Rowe with the ball, getting the ball over to Henley. Parks for 3. Oh, my goodness.
Have they missed the 3-point shot
don't
this
know.
half? My, oh, my.
How in the world? Hey, when they needed to hit them, they hit them. What do you say?
They have. I've not seen him shoot like this the previous matchups that we've had with him.
9-point lead. Shiloh with 2:13 to go. Kendra drives in off the glass, no good. And Shiloh comes away. And Derek,
we may have to go foul here, Kendall.
I'm not feeling good right now, and that's exactly what Courtney did.
Yeah.
So now we're to the point where we have to foul, and we have to get the ball back.
Yeah, we're going to have Shiloh miss some free throws. And, we're still a ways off. We got one more foul to make before they're shooting 1-on-1. So.
And we've got to do it quickly.
Yeah.
2 minutes to go, 44-35, Shiloh leads. And
Courtney's got 4 fouls, so you really don't want her to foul, but we got a foul here. Somebody does.
Okay.
And Coach Froud's calling for the foul, but that's going to be 5 on Courtney. We didn't want her to take the foul.
So that's going to be 5 fouls on Courtney Galloway. So what do you say? A fantastic career from one of the seniors on this team as she walks off of the court for her last time
and
in a Prairie Grove Tiger uniform.
Yeah, really good career. She carried us that first quarter, first half. Her and Michelle. Hopefully, this thing will turn and we'll end Courtney's career on a high note. But she had a good game nonetheless.
She did.
Now this is a 1-on-1 free throw. Shiloh's not trying to get the rebound here. They got some confidence.
Henley hasn't been extremely good at the free throw line today. But now
look at that.
She's 2 of 6, and she hits the one that we really need her to miss here. Now we're into the bonus here, and fellas, it's just all falling for Shiloh right now, and it's not falling for the Tigers, and it's looking bleak with 1:45 to go here. Tigers down 11. We cannot wait to do anything.
Yeah, we got to go.
Lum Sargis with the ball. I know we're trying to get her open, and Lowe knows we're trying to get her open. We've got to get the ball. We've got to shoot, girls. Let's go.
Yeah, too much time.
Yeah.
Good defense.
Pershing's going to be called on the foul, and that's going to put Huber at the line to shoot a 1-on-1. But we took way too much time to get that.
Yeah. And Shiloh's not in the bonus yet. Have not committed 7 fouls, so we're not shooting free throws.
Oh, okay, I was looking at the wrong side there.
Yeah, they're one more foul away. We got to go.
Justine's got to go to the basket right now. And that's going to be a foul called. So Huber will go to the line now to shoot 2. Can you believe this? We go into half ahead 7.
Yep.
Feeling extremely confident, and boy, you just didn't expect us to come out and just kind of go flat in the second half.
Shiloh, man, 2 weeks ago, they scored 22 points in the entire game against us.
Yes.
And after that first half, it looked like they were going to have a tough offensive night. This second half's just been an explosion for them.
2 for 2 for Huber from the line, and the Lady Tigers, they've got a foul right now.
Yeah, I think Coach Froud's trying to force a turnover, and now he's going to foul if they get it across.
Well,
foul, Justine.
Well, and I don't think she's the one you want to foul, but it's all we had to do. We're down to 114. We're down 9, 46-37. We need misses at the line. We need threes on the other end.
Yeah, it's getting to that point where we're going to have to trade either 2 for 1 or 3 for 1 if we're going to have a shot. Still a 1-on-1 free throw, though, for Shiloh, so she's got to make this one.
And she missed it. Barnett with the rebound. Here come the Lady Tigers. We need to score quickly. Coach Froud telling them, let's go. Huber, go on in. She's needing help. Kendra Coyle with the ball. Kendra, make a move. Let's go. We got to score. She goes up, shot, in and out. No good.
Not falling.
Can you believe that?
Just not falling this second half.
Those are the shots when Kendra scored 33 last week in the regional tournament against Dover.
She could have closed her eyes and made it.
She scored almost 20 against Gravette, when she scored over 15 against Shiloh, and then last week 21 against Star City, and we just can't get it to fall right now.
Just hasn't been our half. You're right. Still 1-on-1 for Shiloh.
Pershing at the line. She shoots again and makes it this time. Well, if you put them at the line enough, they're going to hit one.
Yeah.
It's now 47-37. Shiloh with a 10-point lead. 58 seconds to go. Students are still cheering. Miss. Barnett with the rebound. Kendra Coyle with the ball. We've got to go quickly and hit a 3. Justine Huber with a 3. 45 seconds to go. We need the ball or a foul. Justine trying to get the ball, and finally a foul call with 40 seconds. It's 47-40. Lady Tigers down 7. Huber with a big three from way outside.
We're on life support, but we're still alive here, Kendall.
That's a good way to put it right there.
And this will be a 2-shot foul for Shiloh. That's our 10th foul. Really wish Galloway was still in the game for a 3-point threat.
I do too. Persing shot up, no good. I could see that ball roll down on the palm of her hand.
Yeah. Came out a little funny.
Second shot up, good. 48-40.
Got to have threes, don't you think?
You got to have threes all the way.
Twos don't do us a lot of good.
And she's going to be fouled. That's Huber by Persing. That's Persing's fifth. So she's out of the ball game now. Huber goes to the line, and I guess if you can get anything out of that is if she hits both of these, we'll score 2 points with no time going off the clock.
Yeah. Fitz is checking into the game.
Coming into the game for Kendra Coyle. And that's going to be it, I think, for Kendra.
I think Coach Froud, I think she's going to come back in for offense.
I think he's giving her a break, yeah.
I think he doesn't want her having to cover anybody on defense here. We're going to get a quick foul, then she'll probably check back into the game.
Timeout. Who is that the timeout for?
Coach Rimmer.
Is it Coach
Shiloh
Rimmer?
called that, yeah.
So Justine Huber hit her first free throw. It's 48-41. She's got one more free throw coming. If she can hit that, it'll cut it to 6.
2-possession game.
2-possession game with 33 seconds to go.
Yep. Hey, Lynn, Henley for Shiloh, how many points did she have in the first half? Because she's at 2 in the first, and now she's got 11 in the second half, I think. She's
big second half for her.
14 points. Rowe carried them in the first half, and then
Henley's
just kind of taking over here in the second half.
Yeah.
But you're right. We still have some life here. Got to hit this free throw. Maybe force a turnover. You never know. We forced a few of them there in the first half, but if we don't get a turnover, foul immediately.
That's the thing. If you don't get it, you got to foul. We don't have any time to waste here.
Right. Yep.
Every 10th of a second is critical at this point. 33.4 seconds to go. Shiloh leading 48-41 with Justine Huber at the line to shoot one more free throw.
I don't see Kendra at the scorer's table. Getting ready to. Oh, yeah, we're going to be on defense,
that's right.
So we wouldn't see her. Yeah, that's
Kendra
right.
on the bench with a hurt ankle, and you can see she's in definite pain. But we feel like what Coach Froud's going to do is kind of an offense-defense substitution here. Justine's second shot up, no good, and we've got a foul immediately, and we do. And that's going to be number 13, Macy Rowe, going to the line. And I don't think she's gone to the line today, so first time at the line for her, so that's probably a pretty good foul.
Yeah, we'll see if she can step up, and she's going to get 2 shots at it, though. But Kendall, they took a point off of our score.
We didn't make it.
Oh, that's right.
Didn't make the free throw.
We could have cut it to 6. Yeah,
yep.
That's right.
So Rowe at the line, and good gracious sake, she hits it just like she's been there all day long.
Everything that could have happened right for Shiloh has happened in this second half.
And I'm going to tell you, Kendra's hurting right now, but I'll tell you what, when she looks up at that scoreboard, her ankle hurts more.
Yeah.
If we were winning right now, she'd feel better. You know, it's one of those things, boy, you hate it as a senior, but you can just feel it closing down on you.
Yep.
Justine's got to do something with the ball right now, and she did. Timeout after Huber shot off the glass. 50-43, Tigers down 7, 21 seconds to go.
Yeah, Shiloh trying to be careful not to foul there for sure. They don't want to give us a 3-point play, so their defense has not been quite as aggressive here late as it was earlier. But, yeah, definitely a really aggressive move there by Justine to get the finish. But we got to have 3-point shots when you're down 7.
Well, before we leave here, you know, we've got quite a few seniors on the team, but Galloway and Kendra, the two that played so much this year. But as you look forward to next year, right now what you see on the court, they're all back.
They're all back. Those 5 will still be back. Yep.
Huber, Lumsargas, Fitz, Beeks, and Brooke Barnett.
Yep.
And along with her, a lot of other underclassmen sitting on that bench over there right now who had experience this year will all be back.
They'll all be back. We're gonna still be good next year.
Yes, we are. Yeah,
we're gonna be very competitive, even though our conference is the best in the state in the 4A. Come on now, we need a
section
turnover.
getting into the ball game. They're going to cheer everything they've got for the last 21 seconds. Tigers down 7. We need the ball or a foul right here. And they did. Quick foul by Fitz on Parks. That'll send her to the line. And here comes Kendra back to the best scorer's bench. She'll check in to be on offense when we get the ball back. 19 seconds, only 2 seconds off the clock.
Lynn, what is Parks at the free throw line tonight? This is her first shot.
This is her first shot. She shoots it up, and it doesn't fall. So far we can say good foul.
Yeah, good foul. And even if she hits this free throw here, it makes it an 8-point game, 19 seconds. We got to come down and get a very quick 3.
Her second shot is good. That's 51-43. And
let it roll. Oh.
Justine with the ball. She needs to pull up and shoot right now. Shoot. We've got to shoot, Justine. You've got to shoot the ball, Justine. Kendra for 3, and that's no good. Guys, we ran out of time.
Boy, we sure did.
And that's the ball game right there. And boys, I tell you, you see the hearts and the contrast on each end. You see Shiloh celebrating on the left, and on the floor you see Justine Huber and Kendra Coyle, and here comes Courtney Galloway, and right now it's hitting them.
Oh, yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
Boy,
and
that's hard.
This was set up for a storybook ending for those two girls.
Sure was.
State finals. We've beaten Shiloh twice, but and you got to give credit to Shiloh. We played a great first half.
They
just played a better second half. They really did.
That's right. Justine Huber in tears. Most of the girls in tears, heartbroken because they just felt like after beating Star City, they had a great shot at winning this.
Yep.
And boy, and when they went in halftime, you know they were feeling great.
Oh, yeah. Had all the confidence in the world right there. Had every reason to believe we were going to come out on top. It just didn't happen. I think Shiloh, I was kind of questioning what they were doing in the first half because Galloway and Lumsargis were getting so many looks, but kind of overlooked in that as Coyle and Huber weren't getting their looks. And the Shiloh coach kind of decided that we're going to see if, well, everybody else can beat us, and they did.
You take nothing away from Prairie Grove after losing 5 seniors last year off of that state championship team. To be able to bring it back here and have a chance to repeat is just amazing.
Yeah, that says something, and especially going into that Star City game where nobody thought they could even get back to this point.
They're presenting the awards for the championship. The runner-up Lady Tigers will receive their runner-up award and a good ovation from the Prairie Grove fans and everyone who came down to support them. Not what they wanted, but I'm going to tell you, there's only 2 teams in this state that get trophies today, and that's Prairie Grove and Shiloh.
Yep.
Hey, Lynn, before we finish up here, I'm going to plug you in over here, and I'm going to let you finish with some final stats, and then we'll close this thing out.
He may need a minute or two to tally him up here, I think.
Okay.
He's still adding and subtracting here.
Well, hey, guys, it was fun this year. Steve, good job on the camera work. Nobody got to see you, and it was probably good that they didn't after seeing you. We had to look at you all year long. It's a good thing they didn't. Derek, glad you joined us about halfway through. It was fun.
I appreciate you guys, for one, doing this and getting all this organized, and then two, asking me to come along and help out. I really appreciate it. I've had a lot of fun, and just wish this game could have gone differently for us, but we'll be back. We'll be back.
Lynn, you're in a new job, and you took off. You've only worked there for 2 or 3 weeks, and you take off a day to come down here. That's dedication right there. Appreciate you doing those stats today, because we didn't have to think about it, but you were telling us in our ear all day long.
Well, am I on there?
You're on. Let me turn you up a little bit. Go ahead.
Okay, stats. One of the things, Michelle Lumsargis had 11 at halftime, finished for 11 in the game, didn't score in the second half. Kendra Coyle, 6 points. Justine Huber, I think 13, and Courtney Galloway with 13. So we had 4 players with scoring. For Shiloh, I'll just mention their top 2 scorers. Rowe had 17, Henley with 13, and then Madison Lowe hit a couple of key threes that we were making a run, and she just kept it out of reach for us. But I tip my hat to the Shiloh coach. He made the adjustments in the second half that really paid off for them.
Well, while Lynn was giving you the stats, I guess ironically, Kendra Coyle last year, the MVP for the Lady Tigers in this state tournament final game, and Lindsay Rowe announced as the MVP of this final game with 17 points. She had a fantastic game today.
Yeah, she was a handful and really kept them within contact of us in that first half, because if she wouldn't have played as well as she did, a 7-point lead at halftime could have been about a 15-point lead for us, and I don't really know if they could have come back from that, but she kept them competitive in that first half and probably deserved that MVP award for them.
Well, guys, it was fun.
Yep.
Had a great time. We're going to close it out here and let Jake McBride take us out of here for the last time this year. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll probably see you sometime next year. Football, maybe a baseball here or there, but we'll see. Stick with us at pgtigersonline.com for all of your sports information for the Prairie Grove High School athletics.
Tonight's broadcast presented by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club and brought to you by the Prairie Grove Telephone Company. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. And they invite you to check out the official Prairie Grove Tiger website at www.pgtigersonline.com for all your Tiger sports information. This has been a Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club presentation.